They just said they'll give you a copy. I don't care what you think.
What are you talking about?
This is my courtroom. This is my courtroom. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel.
Welcome back.
Man, this is JJ and Nat. We back with you with another react, man. And we're still following this Amber Heard, Johnny Depp defamation trial. We have more of the cross-examination with Camille Vasquez and Amber Heard getting caught up in all of her Amber Heardness. So
Amber Heardness?
Yeah, because she just got all kind of stuff going on.
What?
Man. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, that's a new one. So hashtag Amber Heardness.
I mean, when people got stuff going on, I'm like, bro, you got that Amber Heard syndrome.
Yeah,
like, bro, you just can't stop lying.
Straight up, like, you cannot help yourself. You got that drone. That's the problem. If you're doing what she doing, you're in trouble.
You're in trouble, man. Like, so, if you guys are new to the channel, man, before we get into this, go down right now, hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, man. And y'all need to blow up these comments, man. Get in these comments. Let us know what y'all think, man. Y'all got something to say about this case, man. Y'all agree, disagree, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, get down in the comments. Let us know, man. Let's have this discussion.
Yes.
And with that being said, let's get into it.
I like how my man does that intro. Ow! Did it.
You know we're recording, right?
Cut this shit out. I ain't worried about it. That's what I do. That's what I do now, anyhow.
See what kind of bull junk she about to come up with now. Somebody said she had a Matrix fit on.
Ms. Heard, you testified that in January of 2015, there was an incident in Tokyo before Mr. Depp's the film Mordecai's premiere. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And you told this jury that on this occasion, Mr. Depp was kneeling on your back.
That's correct.
Kneeling on your back?
What?
And you also told this jury that you wore a backless dress to the Mordecai premiere that very same night.
I did.
So what you okay? So you put on a backless dress so everybody can see the nail in your back.
In the car on the way back, on the way to the event to make sure that there were quote no visible marks.
She said,
right?
Did I say that?
I was checking on my phone after the event to make sure that nothing.
She's just a liar.
You couldn't see anything.
So that's
The testimony was that you were checking in the car on the way to the event.
Hey, she keep checking her like, no, this is what your testimony was.
No,
don't say something different.
With all due
Perhaps
respect,
I spoke or misunderstood. It was on the way back from it. Was after I was concerned. After, concerned that there would be marks in any photographs since we were being photographed at Johnny's press event.
If he put his whatever on your back, wouldn't you be concerned before y'all leave, not after y'all already went to the event?
I don't know what you mean. I'm sorry.
You didn't show this jury a picture of you at the Mordecai premiere wearing a backless dress, did you?
I haven't had the opportunity to.
Okay.
I assume you have it.
I assume you have it. This should be your evidence, not mine.
The opportunity?
He said, I assume you have it. No, I assume you have it.
She just doesn't even care. Look at her face. Ghost.
And Mr. Depp, or the back
like
of
Casper
you,
the Ghost.
at the Mordecai premiere in Tokyo, correct, Ms. Heard?
That is correct.
Your Honor, I move to admit and publish this picture.
I don't care. That's fine. Perfectly good. There I am. Totally slaying.
With your back.
Totally slaying.
This is you in the backless dress at the Mordecai premiere in Tokyo, right?
That is correct.
And you would agree that there are no bruises or visible marks
on
your back in
in
this picture?
On their back.
No, not that I could see.
Not that, you know why you can't see it? Because it ain't there.
Put your back in it.
One other photo. If we could please have Plaintiff's Exhibit 1257. This is a front angle picture of you and Mr. Depp at that premiere, correct?
That is correct.
Move to admit Plaintiff's Exhibit 1257.
All right, 1, 2, 5.
Well, they got a lot of numbers going on. Jesus. Camille got it on point.
Nothing with you. There ain't nothing wrong right there either.
Looks fine to me. You look happy.
I'll show you one more picture.
With Johnny Depp
for
Wimby.
1258.
I really
and
think
again,
she did
this is you and Mr. Depp at the Mordecai premiere.
Put her, because like Amber, okay, yeah, you had some big roles later on in your career, but like you're not Johnny Depp. We're talking about Johnny Depp, and we're talking about Amber Heard. It's not the same.
I think that it got to the point where I feel like she felt like Johnny wasn't gonna never leave her. So now that we got into the point where we are now, she's like, "Oh, you gonna leave me? I'm gonna ruin your life."
Yeah, I definitely think that. But how could you not think that? Like, first of all, let me ode to my man Kevin Samuels. Let me go ahead and say it. He said it best. High value men, which Johnny Depp most definitely is a high value man in every way, if not beyond that, because of his fame. He can exercise his options at all times. He had women wooing, waiting outside the courtroom. If he told any of them, "Let me take you out on a date," do you think they would have got turned down?
Nope.
Hecky, no. So how could you think that he wouldn't leave you? Or that there wouldn't be a chance that he would say, "You know what? You are really messed up in the head. Let me go on and move on to somebody who I can actually enjoy myself with. That doesn't record me in secret. That doesn't connive and sneak and do all this junk."
She said, "I put it on him. He ain't going nowhere." He said, she said, "And I keep our relationship on our toes. I hit him. He don't know what to do." He don't know what's about to happen.
That's true, though. She does not keep you in like a boring type of like, oh, I just feel like a mundane type of routine of life. But my thing is, I get y'all excited. Y'all both actors. You're in huge roles. You're going to premieres and you're doing all this stuff. You're at Met Gala. Oh, bam, look at me, backless dress and front cleavage and all this junk. That's great. But when you get home and you got to deal with this crazy chick, and you got all these other options, like, like, are you serious? You're blessed that he's still married to you. Like, are you serious? Like, I know you probably got him rock hard. I'm kudos to you. You got him rock hard. He was like, "Wow, you are a crazy chick. Let me just bang you down so I can calm you down." You know what I mean?
Yeah, but he realized that she got another level of crazy.
Pretty much.
And that's the backless.
That back out.
That part of the movie.
We also told this jury about an incident in Australia in March of 2015.
You need to watch that movie. It's hilarious.
Yes,
Peoples.
You testified that after this alleged incident, you had cuts on your forearms, right?
Yes, that's true.
And you testified that you had cuts on the bottoms of your feet as well.
Yes, that's true.
What you doing, crawling through
and you
glass?
Testified that you had a bruise across your jaw from when Mr. Depp, quote, clocked you in the face, end quote.
That's true.
That's true.
You didn't take any pictures of these injuries while you were in Australia,
Why
did you?
not?
I don't think I took any pictures.
Why? That don't make no sense.
You just took 2 pictures of Mr. Depp's writing on a mirror. Isn't that right?
I believe so, yes.
And you don't take no pictures of your injuries.
So you had your phone on you, right?
At some point, I did have my phone.
At some point, it's your phone.
You testified that you were also raped with a liquor bottle in Australia.
What? Oh, heck no.
I don't want it. Hey, pause it. No. Let me tell you something, Amber. If you got raped by a liquor bottle, I guarantee you like that stuff. You probably said, "Johnny, oh God, do me like last time. Please stick it in." She just probably like did it to herself.
I'm gonna tell everybody this is you, Johnny. I'm gonna tell everybody you raped me. For real. She probably did, man. I'm telling you, boy. I'm telling you. What is that? Like I said, what's that? A thin line between love and hate. If y'all haven't seen A Thin Line Between Love and Hate, it's a part where Martin breaks it off with old girl, and it was like her birthday too, so she was hot. You know what I'm saying? Freaking She beat her own. She whooped her own butt, bro. On some liar stuff. I'm kicking my ass. Like, for real, she beat up own tail. And she took like an orange or something and put it like in a sock or a stocking and punched herself in the face with it.
Ooh.
Yeah, and then went to the hospital and said, for real. So she probably did it to herself.
Man.
Even if she did have any kind of force of insertion. She did it to herself.
And on top of that, you hear about these chicks putting bananas up
dry.
there. You putting cantaloupes. Not cantaloupe, cucumbers.
Cantaloupe? Boy, she got a...
Oh my God.
That thing always dilated.
Oh my God, it's bad. Okay. But, hey, she probably liked that joke. She was like, oh, Johnny. That's just like last time.
He probably said, Amber, you're a crazy Amber.
And I love it. I'm rock hard. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
There aren't any medical records reflecting that you sought medical treatment for any of these injuries, are there?
I did not seek medical treatment.
The question is why not? Why not? Why?
No.
Why?
I did not want to tell anyone.
Not for the cuts?
Why does she act like...
Not for the injuries to your face?
I didn't need to.
You didn't need to. You're right. No. Right. You're absolutely right. You're 100% right. You didn't need to. But do you know why you didn't need to? Because nothing happened to your goofy tail.
She said, no.
She said, no, I didn't. I didn't do it. I didn't need to. You know why you didn't need to?
No. Like, she's in so much pain. Girl, bye. You are really playing it up, aren't you? I'm so glad you're going to get an Oscar for this because you didn't win one any other way. So that's great. That's great. Keep on working.
Ooh,
You also told the jury about an incident on December 15, 2015, right?
Where? I'm sorry.
December 15th, 2015.
Yes, that's correct.
You told this jury that after this incident,
you
had a broken
Look
nose.
at that purple juice. It's very distracting.
So do you recall
Every time she answers a
on
question, she
day
look at the
16?
jury like, I'm telling the truth, guys.
Do you believe me? Don't I sound convincing?
You
Yes,
are
I do.
both, right?
Yes.
We can have for the jury.
Okay. All right. We'll get it.
Oh, let me give me a drink. God.
I don't know what kind of juice that is.
What was that noise?
I don't know. So she got to keep a straight face and juice.
Thank you, Judy.
Was that a burp? What was that?
I don't know, man. Somebody touching the microphone.
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
You thought that was me?
No, I thought it was a freaking lion. It was like, I was like,
Yes, ma'am.
am I hearing things?
Yes, please.
Can I approach? Yes.
Let's approach the bench. Yep.
Look at Camille. She like, I'm ready. I'm ready. They've been saying they've been dating, right?
That's what they've been trying to say. They've
Dating
been dating
rumors.
each other.
Yeah, I'm like, what are you talking about? Just because he has a great relationship with his
You can
lawyer.
please direct your attention, Ms. Heard, to page of day 16, 4593 of the jury trial's transcript.
Trying to be serious about this, even though she doesn't give a day.
She curved, boy. She trying to get some money. She said, by all means.
But the thing is,
sure
you got people
that I
giving you the
destroy
money.
him.
You're not
8
poor.
through 13,
Like, come on.
On which page? I'm sorry.
4593.
She had a major
4593.
Marvel role, right, babe?
What?
Wasn't she an Aquaman? What was it? What was she in?
That's not Marvel,
Yes.
baby. That's DC.
I mean, not
Starting
Marvel,
on
but I'm
8.
saying, did she have
I thought I probably had a concussion.
an Aquaman?
And certainly thought
Right. That's huge.
Let's start over. I thought I probably had a concussion, and certainly that I had a broken nose. There was blood everywhere, blood all over the pillows. My head was bleeding from the ripped out hair, chunks of hair on the floor, all over the place actually. So lines 9, that I had a broken nose. Do you recall giving that testimony, Ms. Hurd?
Yes, exactly.
So you had a broken nose, right?
No, that's absolutely what you mean. That's absolutely what you thought.
You had 2 black eyes after this incident, right?
I did have 2 black eyes after that incident.
And you testified that you also had a busted lip from when Mr. Depp punched you.
That is correct.
Correct.
From December, yes, that's correct.
You testified that the lip wound kept reopening when you moved your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
That's correct.
You also testified that you had bruising on your temple.
Babe, in case you were wondering.
That's correct.
And bruising on your chin.
But you don't gotta keep looking at the jury.
Correct.
Just because you look at somebody, you can look at somebody and
lie.
lie.
Your head was bleeding from where Mr. Depp ripped chunks of your hair out.
I remember.
That's correct.
I remember, yes.
And that you had, quote, gross pussy, and quote,
you got pus coming out your temple. From a punch.
In my scalp,
That's
yeah.
correct.
That's not like.
Now for this incident, you did.
Okay, let's see this. Let's see these pictures.
And we will look at
let's
those
see these
in
pictures.
a minute.
Didn't you
Now
say,
look.
Talk to you about
didn't you
your
say last
appearance on the
video?
James
Where
Corden
are
show.
they? Where are they?
Now y'all just heard. She just said she had all this stuff going on, right? She got bruises to her temple. She got cuts and pus coming everywhere and broken nose and all that. And she said she took pictures. So
where?
let's see what these. No, they have. She said she took the pictures. So I guess they in evidence. So let's look at these pictures.
I'm waiting.
Cause I know I ain't tripping.
Can I close this?
Where your pictures at? Let's see these pictures.
You appeared on the James Corden show the day after.
Okay, the day after you was on the show.
I did.
And that was December 16th, 2015?
Yes, that's correct.
Let's please pull up a clip of your appearance from that evening. If we could, Plaintiff's Exhibit 35. And for the record, we will only be playing a portion of this, so we will call it Plaintiff's Exhibit 35A.
All right, any objection? 35A in evidence.
They about to kiss me. She said they got me again. Where is it? Oh man, I want to see it.
That was you on the James Corden show on December 16th, 2015, right, Ms. Hurd?
That was.
They put a turd on
Let's please pull up Plaintiff's Exhibit 98.
Are these not released?
These are pictures of you on the James Corden show on December 16th, 2015, right, Ms. Hurd?
They look like
freeze frames, pictures. Is it you?
Like screen grabs.
Yeah.
Stills. They're not like it's not like a photo shoot. It doesn't seem.
But on the James Corden show, correct?
From that appearance, yes.
Move to admit and publish Plaintiff's Exhibit 98.
Any objection? All right, and Ms. Berger, you could move the microphone and turn it on for you.
Nothing is wrong with
Judy
you.
and I are having trouble hearing you.
She was on some show.
All right, thank you.
She probably was like, you know, like you know, you go like on certain.
Yeah,
Yeah, but nothing is wrong with her. Nothing's wrong with you.
Look at these cheekbones. They're perfectly
It's a photo of you opening your mouth.
Proportion.
Right?
That's
bone,
correct.
thin,
And again,
bone.
a larger view
No
of the
swelling,
same photo.
no
on the bottom,
puffiness, no nothing.
That's
Lips
correct.
perfectly intact.
with a split lip.
You've seen pictures of it without makeup.
Amber.
So you had a split lip when you
What's
moved
split lip?
your mouth that way
I sure did.
in those photographs.
Don't piss me off.
If every time you move your mouth, your lip gonna split back open because of how hard you was punched, why would you be doing that?
You did take
I
pictures
wouldn't
of
even
your
been on no
alleged
show
injuries
that
after
night. I
December
would have been
15th,
at home.
correct? And you showed those to the jury?
I sure did, yes.
Okay. Let's please pull up Defendant's Exhibit
She got every
516,
exhibit
which is already in
known
evidence.
to man. She said, I got everything. Let's go. Come on.
You testified that this is
You
a
look
picture of you
tired
after
to
the
me,
incident on
sleepy with
December
no
15th,
makeup.
2015,
That's what it
right?
looked like. You tired,
Was.
sleepy with no makeup, white t-shirt. Where's the blood?
And if we could also please pull
Where
up
is
Defendant's Exhibit 517, which is
Unless you
also
said her
in
hair
evidence.
got pulled out.
I don't see it. Looks fine. Okay, I see a little lip bust. You probably did that shit.
That's probably a little red dot. That's
You
nothing.
probably said, bow, to yourself.
This is also
You
a
probably
picture
said,
of
you
you
know what?
after the
I
incident on
freaking
December
hate
15th,
myself. That's what
2015.
you probably did.
That's correct.
If we could please pull up Plaintiff's Exhibit 409, which is already in evidence.
God,
She's a
narcissist.
sociopath. She's a sociopath. I want you all to know. What's this tissue she got?
I don't know. I guess you want the fake cry, but they moved the camera and said, I'm just blowing those.
You see? Look.
Inside their toxic marriage.
These pictures ended up in People magazine in June of 2016. Isn't that right, Ms. Heard?
That's correct.
You gave these pictures to People magazine after you publicly accused Mr. Depp of domestic abuse, didn't you?
I didn't personally know.
This was you protecting Mr. Depp after you got the restraining order against him, isn't it?
Full of crap, bruh.
No, this is him calling me a liar and me forcing to prove it, as I mentioned to you earlier.
So you did give these pictures to People magazine?
No, I gave these pictures actually to my lawyers and my representatives at the time.
So it's your testimony, Ms. Heard, that your lawyers and representatives gave these pictures of their client to People magazine in the middle of a contentious divorce?
I certainly did not personally give it, no.
So you need to be quiet. She's full of crap. I'm telling you, if I'm her lawyer, I'm getting up and I'm leaving right now.
From after the December 15th, 2015 incident, don't you?
She still got to get paid.
A partial one, yes.
You went to see Dr. Kipper's office a couple days later.
That's right. He wasn't in the office.
Can we please pull up Plaintiff's Exhibit 47, which is already in evidence? This is your medical record for December 17th, 2015, isn't it, Ms. Heard?
That's correct.
And this record doesn't document any physical injuries on you, does it?
I don't think so, no.
Why not?
I don't think I spoke to Kipper. I didn't speak to Kipper that day. And
but you went to Dr. Kipper's office.
You went to a doctor's office, and if something was wrong with you...
went to Dr. Kipper's office for a concussion check.
Right. Okay. And this medical record is from that visit, correct?
Partially, yes.
What you mean partially?
Scroll down.
It is from the visit or it ain't. And if something was wrong with you, it would be documented.
Yes, it's a headache.
The signature, Kipper, down below. This is the entirety of the medical record. Right, Ms. Heard?
Yes, what I meant by partial is I didn't talk about what happened to me. I didn't.
You don't have to. You don't have to. It will be documented.
What happened, or ask for anything other than should I get some sort of scan done.
Speech, memory loss.
But this record doesn't document any physical injuries on you, does it?
I'd have to read it in full, but I don't know.
What is that? No paralysis. She said I would have to read it in full. She said, "Well, let's do that." She called on her bluff.
Well, under skin on the second page. It reads intact, normal color, moisture, hair distribution, texture, turgor. No signs of, this is going to be hard, cyanosis, mottling, jaundice.
It also says I'm a well-nourished male.
Right. I have no idea what that means.
I think this medical record's missing a lot of things.
Yeah, but it doesn't document any physical injuries.
Doesn't seem to be documenting anything.
Okay. So now it's your doctor's fault then. So now
probably because
so now your lawyers and your doctors.
I disagree with you on that.
So then make it not true.
You don't have any medical records reflecting that you broke your nose during your relationship with Mr. Depp, do you?
I saw an ENT after my relationship ended.
So the answer is no.
And you saw an ENT, it's your testimony under oath that you saw an ENT for broken noses that you sustained as a result of Mr. Depp?
No, but the ENT told me I sustained multiple fractures.
I'm going to strike.
I'll sustain the objection.
Nobody cares what you think.
Thank you.
Nobody cares what you recall.
So again, just to try my question. There's no medical records reflecting that you broke your nose during your relationship with Mr. Depp, is there, Ms. Heard?
I don't know what made it in evidence, but I do know that I documented that.
What do you mean you don't know what made it in evidence? Is there any kind of medical record showing that you had a broken nose when y'all were together? The answer is no.
You never went to see any doctor or surgeon to treat a broken nose during your relationship with Mr. Depp. Yes or no?
I never sought treatment for a broken nose while I was with Johnny.
Okay, so no.
Thank you. Or after you were with Mr. Depp, as a result of any injuries you sustained as a result of Mr. Depp.
Afterwards, yes, I did.
Okay.
And you didn't produce
Right.
those
Where's it
medical
at?
records in this case.
I'm going to object, Your Honor. She did.
I did.
I don't know. All right.
They have not been produced, Your
Yet
Honor.
they've not only
All right,
been
if you would
produced.
confirm.
Well, bring them up then. If y'all produced them, where are they? See what I'm saying, man?
I don't understand.
They saying they haven't been produced.
Okay, well, they're saying you're saying one thing, documentation saying another. So
Okay, and if she did say, "Oh well, this is something," okay, well this is after it happened. Here's a picture of it. But if that picture isn't showing anything, you basically not producing nothing. If I give you a picture, say, "Here's a picture of my finger when it was broke, but my hand is perfectly fine," you don't see. My finger ain't bent over here. It ain't bent over here. My knuckle ain't popped out or nothing like that. Those pictures mean nothing.
That's true. I mean, that's why I said nobody really cares what she says she recalls. We want to see actual proof. So, good luck. You look like a dumb idiot right now.
You don't have any medical
You have no
records
record of hardly
reflecting
anything.
that you required any dental
Except
work
one arm bruise.
during your relationship with Mr. Depp, do you?
I don't know. I don't recall.
You don't recall
That's your answer
one way
for
or
everything,
another
isn't it,
seeking
Amber?
dental care for any injuries you allegedly sustained?
You asked me about if I had produced records or if I had records. That's a different question.
Did you ever see a
Oh,
dentist
come back, huh?
or an
You
oral
think you're
surgeon
so smart, Amber.
as a result of any injuries you sustained with Mr. Depp?
Not about any injury I had from Johnny, no.
Oh, God, no. The way her body language is,
And
it's
you don't
like
have any
she's trying
medical
to be
records
nonchalant,
reflecting that you
but
required
yet
any reconstructive
she's
work during your
just
relationship with Mr.
bullcrapping
Depp,
through the
do
whole
you?
thing.
She is.
I never
She's
required
just bullcrapping
reconstructive
it.
work.
She's like, if I just play
So
it
there would
cool,
be no
they'll
records.
never know.
What you do have, Miss Heard, are pictures of Mr. Depp sleeping, though, right? The jury saw a lot of those.
Yes.
Miss Heard, let's take a look at Defendant's Exhibit 1090, which is already in evidence.
Let me get my juice.
For my sip.
You took this photograph, right, Miss Heard?
That's correct.
And you testified that this was taken in Tokyo in July of 2013, correct?
Yes.
So you decided to take a picture of Mr. Depp asleep on the floor?
For what reason?
He was passed
Okay.
out.
Okay.
That's a
And I
yes.
took a picture of him because he wouldn't remember. He claimed he didn't pass out that
Okay.
way.
Okay, but what does that have to do with
And
anything?
Sometimes security
Where's your
would
pictures
carry
of
him
your
like a baby
broken
into bed,
parts,
get him changed,
Amber? That's what
and
we
he
care
would be
about.
none the
Okay,
wiser.
what does that have to do with
I started
any-
taking pictures of
Okay.
it so that he knew
Well, what that have to? What
that it
does
was
that
real,
have to?
that it had gotten this bad.
What about your issues?
Take a look at Defendant's Exhibit 1091, which is already in evidence.
You're far gone. That's for sure. Okay, he was
took this picture as
obviously
well.
partying or whatever.
Yes.
So
And
what?
this is a picture that was taken in the Bahamas, right?
It's one of them, yes.
And this is a picture of Mr. Depp
She's
taking a
just
nap on his
sneaky. She
tropical
does
island.
crafty things. Like she's always taking
believe
pictures, always
he
recording people,
was
always
on
trying
the
to
nod, but
find
as he
little
would say.
things to hold on people. She probably been
Sleeping on the
planning
nod
this.
Yeah.
on his island.
They're very different, in my opinion. And
Okay.
yes, he is on the island.
On vacation.
We were on vacation, yes.
So I can do what I want, even if I'm not on
Let's
vacation.
also take
I'm
a look
grown.
at
If I wanna
Defendant's
drink, I
Exhibit
can drink.
1092, which is also in
Exactly.
evidence.
And if he did a little marijuana or whatever, that was his prerogative.
You also took this picture, right, Miss Heard?
That's correct. I did.
You got all
And
these
this is
pictures
another
of him
picture of Mr.
sleeping,
Depp
but where are the
asleep in a
pictures at
chair.
with your broken and busted
No, he
nose
was
and
I
all
don't
that?
see
Where's
there's
those
nothing.
pictures?
You have
Sleep
nothing
is
that's relevant
different
to
when you're
what
nodding
you
off.
these injuries
You're
you
high on
said you
drugs.
sustained. That's
He
what I
even
don't
filled a cigarette in
understand.
his hand that had, been
That's what I
burning on
don't
his leg.
understand.
You can be
It was cause for
exhausted
alarm
and
for
fall
me,
asleep and not feel a
naturally,
cigarette burn in your hand.
because I cared about him.
She's just trying to
Is your
make her
testimony
look a
under
certain
oath
way,
that
as if
Mr.
you
Depp
probably
is
weren't
holding a cigarette
snorting
in this
and
picture?
smoking
He
and
had
doing all
been.
this stuff with him. Liar. You've been married to him all this time. You were doing something.
Seem to really like taking pictures of Mr. Depp while he's sleeping, don't you?
I hated it.
Liar.
I
Then
hated
why are
it.
you
don't
doing it?
care.
Let's look at Defendant's Exhibit
You don't
1094, which is also in evidence.
Manipulative. Right?
You took this picture of Mr. Depp as well, didn't you?
I did.
And you decided to take a picture of Mr. Depp asleep with
not
ice
that
cream
easy to
spilled
say.
all over
Good.
him,
Oh
right?
yeah, this will be a good one.
He
Oh, this is gonna
was
be
nodding
great.
off,
Yeah.
and
So what?
I was worried
Make
about
sure.
how
Marilyn
bad the
Manson
medication
and Ozzy Osbourne probably
change
had
and
a
drug
million
use
pictures
had
just
gotten,
like this. Who
where he
gives
wouldn't
a
even
crap?
build ice cream or
He
lit-
lives
okay,
like a
so
rock
if,
star. Stop
if
hating.
it was because of
There's a
drugs
picture
or
of
his change of medication
yes,
and all that, and he's gonna knock off,
and
why wouldn't you as a wife make sure that
Johnny's
he's in his
cleaned
bed
up after
somewhere,
him.
get him to bed? Instead, let me take a dang on picture real
She
quick.
took
Yeah,
the
so
picture.
I'll have proof. I'll have something on you, Johnny.
The question was,
I'm
did
gonna
you take
get
this
you
picture?
and your little
All
dog
right,
too.
I'll sustain the
What's
objection.
wrong with you? Why do you have this vendetta?
This isn't a very flattering picture of Mr. Depp, is it?
No, it's not.
Or so
You
you
wouldn't
say.
agree that this is, or you would agree with me that this is an embarrassing scene, right?
And that's why she took it.
Yes, I think it's a part of getting help.
Yes.
Oh, so
he's
you. Oh, so it's a part of
damaged.
getting help.
It's one of your friends,
So you
didn't
just
you?
a superwoman.
He's
I don't
so
recall.
damaged.
If you
I'm
could please
not.
pull up Defendant's
Look at
Exhibit
me.
252.
I'm living proof. What an idiot.
We'll only be looking at the portion of this document. So if we could please call it Defendant's Exhibit 252A.
252A.
And for ease, we've gone ahead and
She's
redacted
a
it.
sociopath. You see how they do that? They
Yes, I
turn
was
things
asking for
around
support.
on you.
Yeah.
And they make themselves
There's no
look as
question
if
yet,
they're
Mr.
untouched.
So directing your
Yeah.
attention,
I can't
I'm going to
stand
move
that.
to admit
And she has no feelings behind it.
Exhibit
That's how you know you're a
252A.
sociopath.
Any
You have no
objection?
feelings and you're numb
Any
to
objection, Ms.
anything you
Fredo?
do.
Could you turn your microphone
Something's
again?
wrong with her.
Thank you.
I need to see it first because I
Okay.
don't know what they redacted.
252.
we redacted the identifiers and anything that's
Is
not
that
misheard.
who is that? The
Text
judge
messages.
speaking?
No, that's
The other
Assistant with
attorney?
hearsay.
Yeah.
That idiot?
Yeah, they was asking if she had any objections or anything, and yeah, the one that was dumbfounded. That's the one.
Really?
She said. She said. But how could that be hearsay? Like, you should know what's hearsay or not as much as you
Yeah, I mean,
use
we
it.
approached.
Okay.
It's not speculation. It's not.
Like,
I'm just like, really?
she said, well, in my book, that wouldn't be hearsay.
In my book,
Basically.
like nobody cares. It's you can't continue it. Move on,
She feel like,
dummy. What's not to get through? What's not to understand? Like it's like these people have a hard time comprehending what makes sense. Now, if it's something that's stupid, they're like, but how could you disagree with that? How?
Right.
And look, she don't have. Does she show any emotion? The only time she's showed some fake tears or whatever is when it's in benefit for her as she's the victim. Oh, yes, it happened. And I'm traumatized.
Oh, my leg was broken. He ran over my leg with a car. But I didn't have to go to the hospital.
Yeah, I was
I
fine.
just told my therapist about it.
Yeah, and I went back to my
The
room.
bone was coming out. I had a compound fracture.
Yeah, it was fine. It was fine.
That was a compound fracture, but I didn't go to the hospital.
Yeah.
I just walked it off.
Yeah, and it was
No,
fine.
I just put makeup on it, and the bone just went back into place.
Yeah, they
It
just
stopped
popped back.
hurting.
Everything was fine after that. Me and Johnny were good, I promise you. And then he just went crazy. And he slammed me up against the bathroom door.
Right.
And then, do you have a picture of this, ma'am? No, I didn't have time.
But afterwards, Johnny went to sleep. I took a picture of that. Though.
yeah, I mean, sure.
There he is right there.
There he is,
There
right
he
there.
is right there.
With a bowl of ice cream on him.
Right.
Like, who does that? Come on. You have no life and no, like...
I'm surprised she ain't got no pictures of him knocked out naked or nothing.
Oh, I'm sure she does. It's just, I don't know if they use those to enter as evidence or not. I'm glad they do have some decorum going on in here, because...
Mr. Sweeney Todd.
Sir, does this refresh your recollection that you did in fact send this picture to your
Are
friend
you
Rocky
kidding me?
Pennington?
You
Yes, I
said you
did.
didn't send her that stuff.
You're so stupid.
Maybe we should.
You're
do
stupid.
something
Yes, I
different.
did.
And you sent it to her on August 7th, 2014.
Oh, you said, this is what I've been dealing with.
Correct?
That is correct.
Oh, she's such a jerk. You idiot.
So you sent Miss Pennington this picture of Mr. Depp with ice cream spilled on him, right?
That is correct.
And you wrote, quote, this is
No,
what I've been dealing with.
why don't you send a picture of your
Did I
face?
read that right?
Now
You did
that's
read
what
that
he's
right.
been
That's
dealing
correct.
with.
And this is you protecting Mr. Depp.
That is me getting support.
Ha
from my
ha,
best friend.
support.
This is you supporting Mr. Depp.
This is me getting
No.
support from my best friend. I
You're
also need
embarrassing
support.
your husband.
You
and
weren't afraid
humiliating
the monster would get upset
Right.
that you took this picture?
And sent it to somebody?
This was Opiate Johnny.
Wow.
This is different
Oh, so Opiate Johnny is not a
version,
dangerous
and
man.
This is Opiate on the Nod.
You're crazy.
And you weren't afraid that Opiate Johnny or
and
the
you're not gonna
monster,
make
as
me
you called
believe
him,
you
would
were
get upset that you sent
taking
this
them
picture
opiates
to
with
your
him.
friend?
You
Well,
ain't
he's
gonna
all
make
of
me
those things.
believe that.
Of course he could get upset. Of course that's
Oh
scary.
God,
to
I
me,
was
of course.
terrified.
So if you are
Don't
so
stop you
scared
from
and he's
sending
such a
this picture to
monster,
your friend,
all
did it?
these pictures you got of
Why
him
wouldn't?
sleep and him nodding off and knocked out and all this, why didn't you take those opportunities to pack your and get out and leave?
Mr. Depp's
Yeah, what
I
happened?
understand.
right
What
hand
happened?
is
You
in his pocket,
you
right,
didn't
Richard?
feel that
Yes,
much
that's
fear
correct.
that you could pack your junk up and hail a
He's a
ride
monster.
share or
You also
something.
showed this jury pictures of cocaine. Do you recall that?
Yes, that's correct.
Because that's what wives do.
Please take a look at one of those. If we could please pull up Defendant's Exhibit 167A, which is already in evidence.
He's such a crazy drug addict. I don't even know. He's so erratic. He can't even handle it. Can't deal with it. I'm just sitting and stall my friends. Look at this. Look
Look at him.
Look at him. He's an embarrassment.
Directing your
It's out
attention,
again.
Ms. Heard, to a photograph. This is a photograph you took in March
We're about
of
to get
2015, right?
That is correct.
Look
This
how
is
many
taken
lines
at
it
your
is.
apartment in Orange.
Huh.
Did you
Yes.
partake?
Yeah, it looked like
And
it.
this is your breakfast table.
And how many
That is
how many
correct.
of these were there? Where's the I know
And
there's
it's your
another one
testimony
there,
that
but you're
Mr.
probably
Depp
holding it
left
while you're
this
taking
breakfast
this
table
picture.
just the way you took it.
Where was your
is
pipe? Where was
correct.
your little straw?
So this is what the table looked like after Mr. Depp had been doing cocaine.
Well, clearly he has yet to snort these lines.
What?
She said clearly he has yet to.
There are 4
snort
lines of
these
cocaine on this
lines.
table, right, Miss Heard?
In
Alexa,
this picture, I
stop.
see 4 lines.
There isn't any cocaine residue around those lines, right?
Not that I can
This is
tell.
a fresh setup.
You
It
know
doesn't
what, pause
really
it.
look like anyone's been
Pause
doing
it.
cocaine
Let's
off
do
that
a
table,
little-
does
Let's do a little reenactment of that moment. Johnny, what do you need me to like help you with those lines? I know there's like you have trouble. You've already been drinking all day because you're an alcoholic, and I've been drinking water all day. So it's I don't have that problem. So I could just hold your head when you want to snort. One of
Here,
your
no,
lines.
she said, "Here, Johnny, I'm gonna put your head down." She said, "You sniff, and then I'll move your head across."
It'll work
One,
great. I promise. I've
two.
done it.
Oh yeah, Johnny.
Yeah, I've done it so many times. What'd you say, babe? You said
Yeah.
that's way too many lines.
Yeah, because I'm here to support. You know.
What'd you say? It's way too many lines.
Yeah, there's way too many lines here. You know, you need some help with that.
It's ma'am. Were you also partaking in the cocaine? Well, I had this straw in my hand. I thought about it. I didn't really do any of it. I just got the excess of what Johnny didn't catch.
Yeah, there was more left, so yeah. I didn't want to vacuum it up because that was going to wake him up because he was nodding. So the only other way that I saw him do it was that. So I had to support him. And support.
He's such a drug addict. I had to be there for him through his supposed to be a recovery,
Many
recovery.
ups and downs, but
Yeah, it was fine. I got a little high, but not too
Yeah.
much, you know. Yeah.
I didn't get a
Does it?
picture.
I got a picture
With all
of
due
that
respect, I'm
table.
not sure you know how that
so
works.
everyone would know he did.
I'm asking if you do. You've testified you've done cocaine.
I have.
Doesn't really look like Mr. Depp or anyone was doing cocaine off that table, does it?
I beg to differ with you on that. When you snort cocaine, typically it goes into your nose. It doesn't stay on the table.
There's residue
See?
from
Oh,
that
you're
cocaine
trying to-
in your
oh,
lips
she's
and
trying to be
nose
smart?
touch the table,
No,
right?
they're talking
Well,
about,
the
you know,
tampon
she
applicator
said she
next
did,
to the
the tampon.
Driver's license that you see
wow,
is
you know a lot about this, don't you?
a device that I believe my sister had taught him to use.
I went away.
So your sister taught him how to use a tampon. You did. So now you throw your sister under the bus again.
Sure did.
Mr. Depp is a pretty heavy smoker.
I didn't take you. That was my sister's tampon.
And there's a cigarette in the
I
ashtray in
hope
the
it
back
wasn't
there.
used.
Back right.
I don't know anything
Yes,
about it.
it looks
But you
like
take
one
the
of
credit
his
card, you
hands.
break it up. But I don't know that either.
There's no other cigarettes in that ashtray, are there?
I see one cigarette.
The one that's not smoked.
That's correct.
There's no ash in that ashtray either, is there?
Not that I can tell in this picture.
It's pretty clean.
In this picture, it looks like it, yes.
It's a pretty neat table. Wouldn't you agree?
Depends on what you would call neat, I suppose.
And you sent this picture to your friend Rocky Pennington as well, didn't you?
I sure did.
I did. That's correct.
And when you sent it, you said, quote, "Look at my morning," or something like that. Is that right?
Yay for mornings.
So you have a habit of sending staged photographs to your friend Rocky, don't you?
I had a habit of communicating with my best friend about what was going on in my life.
You don't have any pictures of Mr. Depp actually consuming cocaine, do you?
I would just about guess she did some with him if we weren't his lines.
I don't think I have a picture of him mid-snort. No.
Mid-snort! How convenient.
Holding cocaine, standing next to cocaine, sitting next to cocaine.
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, you haven't shown any of those pictures like that to the jury, have you?
I don't know. No, I haven't.
One time in Mexico, I guess it was.
And you were never able to catch Mr. Depp with cocaine on film either, were you?
I never tried.
Liar.
But you were able to catch him sleeping, right?
I have seen him pass out in all sorts of places, yes.
And you also captured a video of Mr. Depp in the kitchen.
Probably knocked him out. That's why he
beating up some cabinets. Do you recall that?
That's probably what happened.
Sorry, say that again?
You recall capturing Mr. Depp in the kitchen of one of his homes, beating up some cabinets?
Yes. Slamming things around,
He was
yes.
trying not to beat
You took that video of Mr. Depp in the kitchen, right?
I did.
God knows it would take everything.
And you took it on one of your iPad devices?
God knows.
I took it on my iPad.
You were deposed in August of 2016 in connection with your divorce proceedings from Mr. Depp, right?
That is correct.
And you will recall that the video of Mr. Depp in the kitchen was released online the day before your deposition in August of 2016, don't you?
That's correct.
You're the one who released that video.
Incorrect.
Isn't that true?
Who
That's
released
incorrect.
it?
I flew in from another place at the time.
It don't matter actually where the heck you flew in from.
So it's just a coincidence that the video you took of Mr. Depp
Right.
was released the day
right.
before you were deposed in connection with your
Right.
divorce from Mr. Depp.
I absolutely had nothing to do with that. I wouldn't even know how.
So who else had the video then? Who else had the video?
She's a sociopath.
Somebody need to come up. Man,
You
what?
settled your divorce from Mr. Depp in August of 2016, right?
That sounds right.
And in connection
Look at
with
Johnny.
that settlement, you
He's doing
received
everything
$7 million
under the sun, so
from
you don't
Mr.
have to
Depp. True?
Listen or
That's
see
correct.
her.
And then
6.8 exactly.
your settlement amount was $7 million.
That's correct.
And then you released a statement in which you claimed you would be donating the entire $7 million to charity, right?
That's correct.
You stated
Did
you
you
would
do
be
that?
donating half of the $7 million to the ACLU,
That's correct.
and you would be donating the other half to Children's Hospital of Los Angeles.
That is correct.
3.5,
And you also stated, with respect to the $7 million divorce settlement, that money played no role except for the extent that you could donate the money to charity.
Yes, that's correct.
If we could please
You
pull
trying
up
to pull
Plaintiff's
one of
Exhibit
those,
1259.
Not Elon Musk, but Jeff. It's Jeff Bezos.
What are you talking about?
Who got divorced? It was either Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, or one of those really big, like, super wealthy guys that had a recent divorce, and him and his wife went their separate ways, and she, like, donated like a ton of money to universities. He was donating to I I think it was Jeff Bezos, but I could be wrong. Or Bill Gates. I don't know. But yeah, I know that it was a big thing. It was a big to-do. And so, yeah, Amber, that was worldwide news. And that was confirmed that they did that. Where's the money, Amber?
No pocket.
Uh-huh. Forget charity, right?
This is an article entitled Amber Heard Donates Johnny Depp Divorce Settlement to Charity. Read her statement in full. Is that correct?
That's what the title says, yes.
Directing your attention to the portion on the second page where it says, quote, read the statement below.
That's what that title says.
Come on,
Is that the
you don't know how to
statement you
read?
released, Ms. Heard?
That is
Hello?
correct.
Oh, you know what? The
Move
brain's
to
fried.
admit
She didn't know
the
those
statement and the article as redacted.
Objection, hearsay.
It's her statement.
How is it hearsay? And it's her statement. Are you stupid over there?
She just testified, Your Honor, that it's her statement.
It's a quote. They said, is this your statement? She said, yes, this is my statement. And then you said, oh, no, that's hearsay. How?
Okay, then I have no objection.
All right, 1, 2, 5, 9.
Yeah, I bet you don't, dummy.
Yeah, I didn't say that. I didn't even say that. That's not what I said.
The statement
I don't
reads,
know why it's written there.
as described in the restraining order and divorce settlement, money played no role for me personally and never has, except to the extent that I could donate it to charity, and in doing so, hopefully help those less able to defend themselves. As reported in the media, we are not receiving a divorce for $7 million, and $7 million is being donated. This is over and above any funds that I have given away in the past and will continue to give away in the future. Did I read that correctly?
That is correct. I don't remember that last line, but I have no...
I bet you don't remember that
It
last
doesn't
line.
stand out to me as wrong.
There's nothing inaccurate in the
What you bringing
statement.
it up
Not that I
for?
recognize, no.
Right, so that's you. That's all you.
So you want some sympathy, Amber?
Mr. Depp donated $100,000 of the divorce settlement directly to the ACLU. Is that right?
Right at the beginning of the divorce settlement, he donated $100,000 to each charity on my behalf or towards my contribution.
So $100,000
To each.
to the ACLU.
And to the Children's Hospital.
So he's 200,000.
And in response, you publicly demanded that Mr. Depp pay the divorce settlement directly to you instead of the charities, right?
That was always the agreement,
Wonder
actually,
why.
is for him to pay me directly. It was not his money as per the settlement agreement to give away and reap a tax
Should it
benefit
matter
from.
if
I said if he wants to do it and give to charity all of a sudden, then he should pay the correct amount and not try to get a big tax break for it. So effectively for his tax bracket, he should be paying double that amount to the charity directly. And if he wanted to
You
pay the
don't
charity
tell him what he
directly,
should be
he
doing.
could.
It's
He could
really
do that.
not
Was
your
fine with me,
business.
but
Worry
he would
about
need
your
to pay
seven.
the adjusted amount.
Manage your
Ultimately,
seven.
the rest of the $7 million divorce
much
settlement
did
was
she get
paid
from
directly
Elon?
to you, right?
Over time, yes.
And Mr. Depp didn't end up paying the rest of the $7 million divorce settlement directly to the charities you identified.
That is correct. He paid them installments to me.
You stopped that from happening, didn't you?
I don't understand what your question is. I'm sorry.
You stopped
Yes,
Mr.
Did you
Depp
stop him from
the
paying that
charities
money
that
to
you
the
had
charities
named
directly?
Directly.
Yes.
That is incorrect. I said if you want to pay the
How is that
charities
not
directly,
incorrect?
pay the adjusted amount or pay as per our agreement in the settlement or in the divorce as per our agreement.
You also
Right,
And he
Public
chose to do the former,
So that's what the jury
not the
is.
latter.
Just stupid.
I mean, the other way around.
You also publicly stated that the $7 million divorce settlement should be paid to the charities immediately in full, right?
If he wanted to pay it in the way that he was suggesting, yes.
And you said publicly that the payments to the charities should not be drawn out over many years, right?
I said that I don't recall the exact words that I used, but
So,
basically
I
that
don't know what I
he shouldn't
said.
use this as
Yeah,
a
you
novel
know.
interest in getting a tax break. That if he
that's
wanted
what I
to
said.
do that and not pay me the
See.
settlement, that was fine. But he would
reverse.
have to pay the adjusted amount and not
opposite.
make it, a commitment he would not fulfill or try to avoid in some other way.
And that's because you wanted the entire
You wanted
world
that money for
to think that
yourself.
you were donating
Basically.
every penny of the
Right.
$7 million divorce settlement
Right.
as soon as
this
you
is
received
money.
it
Ha.
from Mr. Depp.
Yeah, you're
Isn't
not.
that right?
No,
You're
I was
not.
going to be receiving it in installments, and I would be paying in installments the donations.
So
in fact, you released a statement in response to Mr. Depp's $100,000
Even if he's
donation.
gonna pay you in installments, if he's gonna pay that money to you in installments, and then it's gonna go from you and you gonna pay it directly to these charities as you say you're gonna do, how come you don't go when installment is due to be paid and cut out the middleman? Why don't we cut you out? You're the middleman. Cut you out. If he's supposed to pay you in that installment that day, you like, okay, instead of paying me, you put it directly in this account here. That's for that charity, and that's where it'll go. I can verify that it went to that charity, verify that it got paid. It's over with.
She wants to look
that's
a
not
certain
what
way.
you wanted.
Right. She wants to look a
You
certain
wanted
way.
that money, and you want that money in your pocket.
She wants to look like the good guy and still get her cake and eat it too.
To the ACLU and CHLA, didn't you?
I don't recall.
Let's see if we can refresh your recollection. If we could please pull up Plaintiff's Exhibit 1260. This is an article entitled Amber Heard and Johnny Depp Row Over Divorce Donations. And if I could direct your attention to where it says, I believe it's on the second page, her spokeswoman responded in a statement. The language that follows the
Will you
statement...
be quiet?
Hearsay, spokeswoman, it's not her.
A spokesperson is an exception, Your Honor.
Oh my God, here she goes with hearsay junk again, man. I'm trying to get the details, man. I
Now
need
you gotta
the
approach the
details.
bench again about nothing.
Yeah.
Look at Johnny.
Cause it's about to come out that she lying. Just cause she's about to come out that she didn't pay that money like she was supposed to. That's what it is. That's what you don't want nobody to know.
Oh. So tired of this. So tired of this.
Going back up there again.
Over nothing.
That's hearsay, Your Honor.
Yeah, we don't want to.
She just, like I say, she's just upset because it's about to come out that she lying about this money. What happened to the money, honey?
That's why Johnny was smiling, because he already know what's up.
He like, yeah, get her, Camille.
Yep.
You released a
It's going
statement
You're
through...
May we approach again?
Oh my God!
I cannot believe they're allowed.
Y'all just sat down!
I can't believe they're allowed to continue to disrupt
God,
like this.
hey, man. Let's get this over with, man. Come on.
Nah, they're not finna get
She
it over
lying.
with.
Y'all should have prepped her better. It's y'all fault.
You can't prep somebody when you
Y'all
don't
should
know
have prepped
nothing.
her better.
They don't know nothing. Johnny is cooler than a cucumber. He said,
You know what, Amber? It's gonna come out.
the truth will prevail. He said, I ain't worried about it.
Before we ask the next question, I'll just hand you a copy of this one.
I want to see it before you ask.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's exactly what I said.
Come on, let's get this going.
Bunch of liars. Oh.
Your Honor, would you like to see one as well?
No, that's all right. That's fine. Thank you.
Let's just go. I'm trying to figure out where this money at.
Could you please turn your microphone on? I'm sorry, Ms. Berger.
I'm sorry. Your Honor, they gave me a redacted, but I don't have the unredacted to be able to see the full
I
document.
plan to admit it, or ask that it be admitted in redacted form. I'm taking away any hearsay, and I'm just trying to lay the foundation that this is
Right,
a
'cause you know
statement
that's
she
what you
released
gonna
through
do.
a
It's gonna be nothing
spokesperson.
but
How would I
hearsay.
know whether there's more to it that shouldn't be redacted, Your Honor, if I don't see the full document?
Are you serious?
Lady, you getting on my nerves. You got that big old box over there with all that junk in it. It's full of hearsays. Yeah, all that box is paper in there. Every page just say hearsay.
Your Honor, the witness can testify as to whether this is a full statement or not.
The witness can't do. We have the right to be able to see the
Why
document.
she don't
Do you
just
have a
sign?
document that's not redacted?
We can pull it up on our computers.
Okay.
Just give us a moment, Your Honor.
Right.
I can represent this is
This
the full
is
statement that's
ridiculous.
reported.
This is ridiculous. You really
An
are.
opportunity to look at
You're
the
doing the
unredacted
most. You're doing the most.
They should have put and edited this statement so you don't hear nothing. So you don't gotta say, "Oh, this is hearsay, that's hearsay." And now you want to see the full thing anyway, just so you can do what? Say it's hearsay? Like, come on, bruh. If they're showing the parts that are quoted by Amber Heard, and it's a quote of what she quoted, she can say if it's true or not, but then at the same time, you can't believe her anyway, because she a liar.
Exactly. She gonna just weasel her, try to sociopath her way out of everything, so...
Sorry, Ms. Ross.
I mean,
Yes.
that's her plan.
This is it. You want to see it?
Yep.
Read it.
Yep, here you go. And don't be taking all day.
Right. Hurry up my stuff.
We ain't got all day.
Read it and wait.
Yeah. Hurry up, grandmama. What a joke. My legal team is impeccable. Huh. Johnny doesn't stand a chance.
She probably showed up there like, yeah, you get them. You don't let them put that
Can we
hearsay
have
off
a
on me.
copy of this?
You can get a copy of that
Happily.
later
Yes.
today. Okay.
Yeah,
All
they
right.
just
I
said
think
they'll
she
give
should
you
be
a
giving
copy.
us copies of the full
Well,
thing.
I don't care what
What are
you
you
think.
talking about?
This is my courtroom. This is my courtroom.
We can, Your Honor, but I have an objection because of...
Of course you got an objection. When do you not have an objection?
What do you want?
Your whole thing is based off of objections. That's how you think you're going to win, with objections. Oh, but I have an objection. That's why they said they have a redacted version of it, so they ain't got to go through this hearsay nonsense with you. Golly, boy.
Wow.
You should have bowed out gracefully. When she started putting this junk on you, telling us she got pictures that y'all don't want to show, you should have said, you know what, Amber? Deuces. But nah, you want to stick it out.
She want that check. She said, Amber, that charity check that you said that you were giving, I will be getting a cut of that before you give whatever portion you give.
I want to see that now, Amber.
I want to see that check, and I want to verify it.
She probably using that to pay these lawyers.
Hecky, yeah.
She said, hey, not lose none of my money.
Heck yeah.
This is all Johnny's. Come on, Camille.
So directing your attention, Ms. Heard, where it says her spokeswoman responded in a statement. The language that follows.
Oh my girl, you better shut up.
The language that follows.
All right. If you want to lay attention to that, go ahead.
You released a statement after Mr. Depp donated $100,000 to the ACLU and $100,000 to CHLA. Correct, Ms. Heard?
I think so, yes.
Okay.
You think so? You know you
And
released
the
a
language
daggone
that
statement. Now you want to
follows
say you
is the
think
statement
so.
you released in response to Mr. Depp's donations, right?
I don't know if this is...
Of course you was going to say
statement.
that. They just set
I
the
have no
groundwork for you to say that you
The
don't
statement
know.
that reads, starts
Objection,
at
Your Honor.
Amber Heard. That's the only thing I'm going to say.
Shut
Would you
up.
please read that to yourself, Ms. Heard?
Man, somebody go duct tape this lady mouth. I'm tired of her talking.
I cannot sit here and believe she can interrupt like this constantly.
Amber Heard know if she said something or not, but if it ain't in her, if it don't look
Yes.
like... Okay, so let's go. Now, lady, you better
You
shut
read all
up,
the way to
lady.
the very bottom where the last word is supported.
If she say she said this, you better be quiet. I don't want to hear nothing.
Yes.
That's
Okay,
the
now
statement
don't...
you released through your spokeswoman after Mr. Depp made the donations to the CHLA and the ACLU. Correct, Ms. Heard?
I do not recall exactly what my
What
statement
are you
was.
talking? Are you stupid?
I don't disagree with anything in the statement, but I just simply don't recall what the
you
statement was.
contradicted
Liar.
yourself.
Anything
First you
not
just
in that
said this is what you
statement?
said.
No.
Now you just saying you don't disagree with it, but you don't know if you said it.
Liar.
She lying.
I said it,
121260
but you
and
said
evidence
it.
over objection.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I said it, but I didn't think I said it.
I agree with the statement, but I don't know if that was me that
Amber
said
Heard
it.
appreciates
After you
Johnny
read it and
Depp's
say
novel
it,
interest in supporting two of her favorite charities, the ACLU, American Civil Liberties Union for Domestic Violence, and the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles. This is great and unexpected news. And it continues.
Why don't you tell them your part that you played in domestic violence?
However, if Johnny wishes to change the settlement agreement, we must insist that he honor the full amount by donating $14 million to charity, which, after accounting for his tax deduction, is equal to his $7 million payment obligation to Amber. And it continues. We would also insist that the full amount be paid immediately and not drawn out over many years. Anything less would be a transparent attempt by Johnny's counsel, Laura Wasser and Patty Glazer, to reduce their client's true payment by half under the guise of newfound concern for charities that he has never previously supported, end quote.
Okay.
Right, is that you or not? Did you say
Did I read that correctly?
Yes.
Well, okay, are those your words or not?
Thank you.
Well, you already said these were your words.
After this, you kept commenting about the donation of your divorce settlement, right?
I don't know what you mean by that.
Okay. You spoke about donating your divorce settlement on a Danish TV show, correct?
I believe I said I had. I believe I said I donated it to charity, but it was already printed or already commented on and stated in the press. I had already released that information in the press. I think I just confirmed it on that show.
You appeared on a show called RTL Late Night, right?
I don't recall what show it was.
If we could please play Plaintiff's Exhibit 346, which is a portion of your appearance.
You're going to say, this is hearsay. We don't know if that's her or not.
We would ask that
That's
it be moved into evidence and ask for permission to publish it.
Oh my God. Knew she was going to open up her mouth. Stupid.
Your Honor, if we may approach very briefly.
I'm so tired of y'all. Man, if you don't, let's chop her in the throat. I'm tired of her, man. God, Lee, we can't get through nothing, man.
No, that's the point.
Man, the truth is the truth, and it's going to come out regardless of how much you try to hide it. It's going to come out anyways.
Yeah. She's going to trip and fall on her face anyway, so let it happen naturally.
Your Honor, objection. I don't know what this video is about.
Yeah, I don't recall the show, even though I do recall that statement was made, but I don't even know if it was really made.
And that's fine if you don't recall a show that you are on. If you do some of the TV shows, I get that, especially you're in a foreign place, you're on the show. Fine. Okay, good. Let's see the clip.
Yeah, I would love to see
Let's get to it.
Yeah, get down to the meat of it and stop eating around the tush, Amber.
So, Haran, her lawyer, she getting on my nerve, boy.
Yeah, they're tag teaming this. They're tag teaming. Now my turn to bullcrap. Now my turn to bullcrap. Now my turn. My turn.
Wasting all our time, man. I can't be sitting here with you all day.
And I definitely don't want to be sitting here looking at y'all's ugly mug all day. Lying mug. I just don't understand. I don't understand. People put so much effort into being dishonest. So much effort. It's gonna come out, sis.
Whether they like it or not.
I don't have anything to say.
Let's just sit over here with this dang on look on her face.
Yeah, I wasn't taking part in this mockery and mess that Johnny has made. I would never, ever, ever not donate to charity. However, Johnny never would support these charities. I, however, care about domestic violence because I was a victim.
Save the world, save the trees, save the humans.
Save them all, peace.
So if we could please play and publish to the jury Plaintiff's Exhibit 346.
346 in evidence.
There allegedly were all kinds of accusations flying your way when you said all this, and then there was a divorce settlement. You got $7 million. People were saying this is all about the money, but then you did something that twisted that whole argument. What did you do with that money?
$7 million in total was donated to. I split it between the ACLU and Children's Hospital of Los Angeles.
ACLU is a human rights organization.
Sorry, ACLU is a prominent organization, nonprofit organization in the United States. Yeah. It's called the American Civil Liberties Union, and they work on behalf of marginalized communities on the ground and the legislative reform.
Right.
And
well, more power to you, because that's something that I've never heard of.
That's interesting.
This interview was in October of 2018, right, Ms. Heard?
I don't recall when it was.
It was in 2018, right, Ms. Heard?
I don't remember when this was done.
This was after you had received the full $7 million of your divorce settlement for Mr. Depp, wasn't it?
Again, without knowing when it was recorded, I have no idea.
Interesting.
The $7 million divorce settlement was paid to you in full by February of 2018, right?
That's correct.
Okay.
Let's take a look at Defendant's Exhibit 1458, which is already in evidence. This is the deal point memorandum from your divorce settlement, right, Ms. Heard?
Yes, that's what it looks like.
Now, if we go down to the bottom of page 4.
Let's look at this.
There's a heading labeled Equalization Payment. Do you see that?
Yes.
And underneath that, it outlines a payment schedule for the divorce payments, correct?
Yes.
Well, it begins to. And if we go on page 5.
Look at Johnny's like, yep, I remember.
So the first payment is scheduled for August 31st, 2016, and that's $200,000, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Mr. Depp's accountant, Edward White, testified that he made that payment directly.
He made all these payments.
You got to turn on your microphone, Ms. Berthoff.
Right. Nobody can hear you.
Objection to
objection to what?
To what Mr. White testified to that.
Okay.
It's a actual. He literally testified.
Right. What are you talking about? How are you going to object to something that was said when it's already been said? He already took the stand.
He made the payment directly to the ACLU and CHLA, correct?
I believe so. Yes.
Mom, Ms. Vasquez.
And then the rest of the payments were made
getting
to you,
all.
weren't they?
That is correct.
All lawyery on them. Get them.
$2.3 million is on February 1st, 2018, right?
The final payment, yes.
And you were here in court when Mr. White testified the payments were all made on schedule.
I'm an objection.
No, run over her, Vasquez. Run over her.
Objectify? What? Are you, lady, are you stupid over there?
And you were here in court when Mr. White testified that the payments were all made on schedule, right?
I don't believe they were. He might have
That's
testified
not my
to
question.
That. She said, was you here when he testified today? And the answer is yes. She was sitting right over there looking dumb.
Like always.
And all the payments were made on schedule.
I was here every day in court. I heard his testimony, yes.
Okay.
Golly.
So
Took
back
you
to
15
October
minutes.
of 2018.
Just answer
This
it.
was before Mr. Depp sued you for defamation, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
He didn't sue you until after the op-ed came out in December of 2018, right?
He sued me in 2019.
And the op-ed came out in December of 2018.
That is correct.
So in October of 2018,
Oh, you remember that
you
date,
had received your entire $7 million divorce settlement.
Yep.
You would agree with me.
That is correct.
Yep. You got
And you
that
hadn't
money.
yet been sued by Mr. Depp.
That's correct.
This is October, correct.
So in this October 2018 interview, you said that you had, quote, donated, end quote, your entire divorce settlement to charity, right?
That's correct.
And in fact, your exact words were, quote, $7 million in total was donated to, I split it between the ACLU and the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles, end quote.
Yeah, jury.
Right?
That's correct. I made that statement as soon as I got a divorce and we reached the settlement. That's when I pledged it, right then.
Right then.
And you say this because you, quote, wanted nothing, end quote.
Lie.
That is correct.
But you hadn't donated your entire $7 million settlement to charity at that point, had you?
That's incorrect.
What's incorrect?
Sitting here today, Ms. Heard, you still haven't donated the $7 million
Right, so how is that incorrect?
divorce settlement to charity. Isn't that right?
Incorrect.
No,
I pledged
it is.
the entirety
No.
of the
Ms.
settlement.
I ain't asked you what you pledged.
No.
Have you paid it or not?
No.
She ain't asked you about no pledge.
No.
Please,
What was
try
your
to answer
answer
the
it?
question.
There you go,
Sitting
get
here
her.
today,
Answer my question.
You have not donated the $7 million donated, not pledged,
Right.
donated the $7 million
Thank you.
divorce
Thank
settlement
you.
to charity.
Thank you.
I used pledge and donation.
No, those are two
no,
different
no.
words. They mean two different things.
Right.
I don't know who you think
I
you
believe
don't.
it's anonymous.
That's a
All
lie.
donations are paid.
Ms. Heard, respectfully, that's not my
Thank
question.
you.
Right. I didn't ask you what you pledged. I asked you what you
As of
paid.
today, you have not paid $3.5
Look at this lady.
million
She said-
of your
she
own
said,
money
"Look
to
at
the
this load of
ACLU.
crap."
Yes or no?
I have not yet.
Okay then. I'm gonna ask you about what you
Today,
pledged.
You have not paid $3.5 million of your own money to the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles.
Right.
Correct?
I have not yet. Johnny sued me.
So as of today, you have not donated
The $7 million entirely. Right.
$7 million of your divorce settlement to charity, right?
I have not been able to fulfill those obligations yet.
Why
Yes
not?
or
He
no?
paid you the money. You got the money, so why you didn't give it to him?
Didn't you?
I didn't want anything and I didn't get
Yes
anything.
or
How come
no?
you did? You got it in your pocket right now?
Didn't get it. Wasn't interested in it.
Liar.
But you got it though.
That's why I was with him.
No,
wanted
no,
praise
you
for
love
donating
yourself.
money, right?
That's incorrect.
Nah, that's correct.
You wanted good press.
Yep.
In general, one does want good press, yes.
You should have said you wasn't worried about the press, dumb. You stupid.
Ah.
Wasn't my interest. My interest is in my name and clearing my name, and at the
Well,
time,
guess what? You're doing a
I
heck of a
was
job at that.
and my rights
Wow.
were being questioned. I did see it as important to clear that up.
Ha,
I wanted to make
wow.
a statement to make sure that there was not any doubt
Any holes
that I couldn't
in your
be
story like
labeled
they
these
continue
things
to
just
be.
because
Got
John's
it.
a bigger star.
Well, guess what?
Got it.
Guess what? It ain't
You wanted to
working.
remind everyone of your claims
Got
of
it.
domestic violence against Mr. Depp, right?
No, I wanted to move on with my life.
Yeah, right.
You wanted to
Right.
make those claims seem believable.
They are believable. They were
You wanted
believable.
them to be seen. You wanted to be seen, as a noble victim of domestic
Yeah,
violence.
yeah.
But you never,
Yes,
never
yes,
wanted to be seen as a victim.
yes.
So what are you,
Yes.
a
I
survivor?
called myself one.
You testified under oath that, quote, the entirety of your divorce settlement
Wow.
was donated to charity.
And it wasn't. So
Unquote.
you're a liar.
That's correct. I pledged the entirety.
Ain't nobody asked you what you pledged.
Ms. Heard,
Stop saying pledge.
You can look at the jury
counsel will have
15
time
times
to
and you're
redirect you.
still lying.
after.
Right, you better stop playing with me.
You
I
testified
didn't
under
ask you
oath,
what you pledged.
Quote, the entirety of your divorce settlement was donated to charity. End quote.
That is correct. I pledged the entirety.
Here she go.
I'm going to move to strike everything after yes.
Right, because
That's right.
because you're lying.
All right.
Yes,
Yes, it is.
Yes, it
She's
is.
saying that she
keeps
pledged.
saying
So when
she
I'm
pledged.
asking her if she paid it,
It's
Wrong.
really inappropriate.
I'll sustain the objection.
Man, let's go out.
Let's move forward.
Thank you.
Let's move forward. Next question.
there you go. Get on her.
Under oath, that statement wasn't true.
Are they going to
was it,
strike
Mr.
that from the record?
I'm sorry. I
Well,
don't
it
follow
all
the question.
depends.
Sorry.
You know what the question is.
You testified under
Liar.
oath, quote, the entirety of my divorce settlement was donated to charity, end quote. That statement wasn't true.
It is true.
How?
I pledged
It's
the entirety
not.
to charity.
Pledge.
Statement.
When you say
And
you buy a
pay.
house, you don't pay
Miss
for the
Heard.
entire
Ain't nobody
house.
asked you about. Yes, you do if you got the money. No. If you got the kind of money that Johnny got, some people go and buy houses right out.
Statement isn't true
You're
today,
lying.
as you sit here today, is it?
It is true.
No, it
I
ain't.
pledged
No, it
the
ain't. No, it
entirety.
ain't. No, it
But you
ain't.
didn't
No, it
donate
ain't.
it.
No, it ain't.
Unfortunately,
You didn't donate it. It's a yes or no.
I haven't been able to to fulfill those
So that's a no,
obligations.
right?
Right.
I made the pledge. I want to be very clear. I pledged.
Ain't nobody asked you what you intended on doing or what you said you was gonna do. The question is, what did you do?
For 13 months before Mr. Depp sued you, and you chose not to pay it to the charities you pledged it to.
There you go.
I disagree with your characterization of that.
I don't care what you disagree with. The question is the question.
So look at him. Look at the lawyer. He's like,
there you go. Put it on her.
Put her on her, Vasquez.
That's why I brought you here.
I got you a couple of scotches for the road. I took the liberty of ordering you another scotch. Oh my God.
Oh, golly.
Oh, they gonna get drunk after this. Celebrate.
I don't agree with your characterization of that. I don't care about what you're talking about.
Close the shades.
Okay. That's what she's presenting.
There's this light coming across.
Oh my gosh. Look at Camille. She laughing now because she said, I don't won this case.
She said, did you pay it? I pledged it. But did you pay it?
I pledged it. By the way, jury,
I pledged it.
That's all I'm saying. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Vote for Amber.
Right. Get out of here, boy.
This is your third witness statement that you submitted in the UK action, right, Ms. Heard?
Correct.
And this statement was made under oath. True?
That is true.
I'm directing your attention to the last page of that statement.
My makeup's still on.
That's your signature, right?
Yes, it is.
So you made this sworn statement on February 26, 2020.
That's correct.
And directing your attention to paragraph 4. It says, quote, I remained financially independent from him the whole time we were together, and the entire amount of my divorce settlement was donated to charity, end quote.
That is correct.
But that's a lie.
Did I read that correctly?
That's a lie.
Yes,
But that's a lie.
The him you were referring to is Mr. Depp.
That is correct.
That's a big old book, boy.
Most of the money that was donated to the ACLU and CHLA in your name came from someone else. Isn't that right?
Yep.
I don't know what you mean by most of.
Babe, it's
Well,
okay.
at
You
least
can't handle the
$500,000
truth.
that was donated to the ACLU in your name wasn't paid by you, right?
I believe Elon made a donation in my honor on one of the years.
Yeah, and it didn't come out of your $7 million divorce settlement,
No.
right?
No, nor did it count towards my pledge.
Right.
Right. So
And at least
what money?
$500,000 that was donated to the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles in your name wasn't paid by you either.
Right, those were made at the same time.
That's not financially
And it
independent.
didn't come out of your $7 million divorce settlement.
Nor did it count to my...
You're not financially
3.5
independent,
obligation.
Amber.
Right.
What are you
Those
talking about?
$500,000 payments came from your new boyfriend, Elon Musk, right?
I don't know if he was a new boyfriend at the time.
Oh, so y'all been getting
What?
busy is what you're saying.
You got him to pay part of what you promised to these two charities, didn't you?
Incorrect.
Because you wanted to keep
How?
it
Because you
and
ain't paid
spend
nothing else.
the $7
Right.
So the money that they do have didn't come out your
Right.
pocket,
Very wrong
and it
about
didn't
that.
come from the money that Johnny gave you.
I think
So
if you're honest,
you ain't paid nothing.
It's a good stop.
Breaking point. Okay, that's fine. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll stop here for the
She
evening.
looks like a
Remember
total
tonight to not do
idiot.
any outside research.
No,
about
no,
discussing
that's
the
not
case
true. I
with
didn't want to
anybody.
keep
I
the
know these
money.
days are a
Why
little
would I want to
longer.
keep money?
And I appreciate your patience and your
Look,
taking care of everything
and she
here.
trying to keep it
Please
cool,
take care of
but she
yourself
tripped
tonight,
up. She-
okay? We'll see you in the morning at 9 a.m.
Take your nun outfitting.
right,
Go home for the day.
you gonna go back to your. They're gonna be like, you did a good job with that pledge. There you go. You just keep saying you pledged it.
And they're gonna keep
who
believing.
cares about you lying in court? Who cares about
Who
that?
cares? People do it every day,
Right.
Amber. And they get off every day.
All right. And again, Ms. Hurd, since you're still on the witness stand, please do not discuss your testimony with anybody to include your attorneys, okay?
I'm sure she'll
All
do
right,
the opposite
9 o'clock
with
tomorrow
her,
then?
'cause that's what she
All right,
does.
we'll see you
Yeah,
then.
she's a liar.
Yeah.
Great
Great job,
Guys,
Amber.
I
You really killed him today.
I pledged the total amount to charity. I'm telling you, I did pledge it, and I pledge allegiance to the flag.
What is she? First lady of of the courthouse or something. What kind of outfit is that?
I don't know what that is. She's trying to make herself seem like something that she's not. That's
she's
what
so
it is.
holy. No cleavage. I don't do those things because I'm
busting
pure.
it down. No, she busting it down.
Yeah, when you know you over there with Elon, like, oh baby, thank you so much.
Ain't no way you got these kind of men and you ain't busting it down.
Thank you so much
boy.
for that $2 million.
You come through the door with nothing on.
Oh, do you like your new breasts that you got me? London and Paris. Oh, Elon. Johnny will never know.
Heck of a job, Elon.
I won't. I won't tell if you don't.
She said, I don't think it was my new boyfriend.
Wow. Wow.
Don't make no daggone sense, boy.
What a joke.
Alright, man, so there you have it. I'm trying to stop this recording. So that was crazy. It was a lot. I don't see how she just gonna sit up here and just continue to lie in court under oath. This lady asked you a direct question. You made a statement saying that you paid the money in total. The entire $7 million has been paid to those charities as per the divorce agreement. $7 million has been paid to the charities. That's what you said. Now, on one side, we see that Johnny Depp paid his entire $7 million. $100,000 went to one charity, then $100,000 went to the other charity.
On paper.
And you said, hold up. You give them to me, and I'll give it to them. Because if you give it to the charities directly, then of course you get a tax write-off. So that part, okay, I get what you're saying on that part. If you paid and you get a tax write-off, whatever. So you know you gonna get some of that back. So you didn't, I guess come out of $7 million because you get some of it back.
Oh, she's getting it back.
Right. So that's what she's saying. Okay, so instead of doing that, pay them directly to me and I'll pay them. Okay, he has made every payment, so you have got the rest of that in total. But you have not put any of it towards those charities. And the money that did go to those charities in your name didn't come out of your pocket. And you also said it didn't come from the money that Johnny paid in the divorce settlement. So where's this money at, Amber? You spent it already, probably.
Where? Where, Amber? That suit?
I pledged it.
Excuse me.
What all that mean is you said you was gonna do something. That's it.
What do you expect me to do? This suit is Chanel.
I don't know what that suit is.
On top of that, I had to pay my lawyers and my legal fees. What was I supposed to do? I'm supposed to just
pay them with that $7 million.
Be on the street, torrid and ratchet and why should I
go
suffer?
to Elon's house. Elon got a house you can stay in.
Oh, of course. He's got many houses.
But when he get done seeing this junk, he gonna be like, oh no, I'm just trying to hit it and quit it.
Well, and on top of that, you're talking about you're completely financially independent, blah 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 blah. But it seemed like everybody else's name just keep coming up when it comes to the money, and you're nowhere to be found, Amber. It's so funny. They just put your name on it, huh? That's how it works. IOUs. Other people's money, that's how you operate, obviously. So it doesn't sound like you're very independent to me.
And then until she started defaming Johnny and doing all of this stuff, he left her alone. But you just couldn't let stuff go. You said you were so ready to move on, yet you steady talking about him and already done said enough bad junk about him till you get to the point where he done lost all his jobs, lost all these endorsements, everybody looking at him funny, and you just keep running your mouth till you got to the point like, okay, you want to play? Let's put the truth out there. Because I'm tired of protecting you. Because you dang sure ain't worried about protecting me.
Yeah, it's so funny to me. It's so funny to me, Amber. It's really, you're very clever. You try to think on your toes. However, your cleverness is very short-lived and very, very off-key. It's not pointing in the right direction to where you need to go.
Especially when you're trying to be clever with somebody and they calling you on your BS.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
You trying to
in
be.
Your face.
And then she said, if you paid, and she said, I use pledge and paid as the same. It's the same thing.
It's not.
No, it's not.
It's not. It's a way for you to get out of pain.
Right, and ain't nobody in this courtroom stupid.
Yeah.
Nobody.
This is called the law. We know it. That's why you're here, dummy.
You think they don't know what they doing?
That's why your lawyer couldn't say nothing about it.
I'm pretty sure after
that,
I'm pretty sure her team was like, every freaking day she just takes us 10 steps back. Like,
I didn't tell her.
I know I knew that. I know they recessed, but they went and had a drink, boy. They said, we come back at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. Okay, what bar's open? They went to the nearest bar because they got to get this stress off them dealing with you because you just making it harder and harder and harder. You just couldn't kept your free. If you would have kept your mouth shut. But you want to try to show everybody you're such a victim, and I've come out of this and I didn't need the money. I donated everything. I don't want nothing to do with him. I'm so past him. I'm so ready to move on. Get out of her, boy.
One wishes to have good press.
Get out of
Not saying that I want good press, but
you should have said what you should have said was I wasn't worried about the press. I wanted to do what was right. I wanted to donate the money. Oh, who doesn't want good like that? That right there. You stupid. You stupid. Why would you say that? That's dumb. Alright, man, you can wrap this up. I'm done with this.
Yeah, this is just at the bottom of the barrel. You know what I'm saying? She's just low down. And it's just sad that she's not smart enough and her team is not smart enough to be able to come up with something that's actually worth listening to. But we're listening. I'm listening. I mean, it's very entertaining, Amber. I'll give you that. That's about the only point that I'll give you. But, hey, we're going to wrap this thing up because there's not much more to say. You got caught in many lies. You were stuttering, stammering. And anybody who studies body language, anybody that is a pro at that, that specializes in that would say that she was being very dishonest. She was being very manipulative. She was being very evasive, answering questions. I mean, anything and everything for a liar's body language is what Amber Heard presented today. So, that was the rest of day one. We'll keep moving into it because it's going to get deeper. Yeah. She's digging a hole that she is not going to be able to get out of in a minute. So, we're here for it. We're excited. I hope you guys are too. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, click that notification bell, give us love. Please give us your subscription because we promise we will keep you wanting more. And we appreciate you, we love you, and we want to hear everything that you have to say about this case and about our content. And we're just ready, we're pumped, let's go. We're out of here.
Peace.
talking about?
This is my courtroom. This is my courtroom.